Hi! Welcome to the webcam show of Todd. I'm Todd, and this is my webcam show. I have a few things to discuss today, the first of which has been discussed many times before, but I'm going to discuss it again. I'm talking about getting older and all the difficulties that come along with that great journey. Recently, I had an audition. I am an actor. And I had to drive to the audition. And on my way to the audition, I looked in the rear-view mirror, and I had one very long nose hair jutting from this nostril right here, just sticking out, just right sticking out. And I spent the entire commute, an hour and a half, like trying to jam it back inside the nose, you know, hoping it would just, but it wouldn't. It just kept boing, 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 popping out. I would jam it back in, and boing. So I canceled the audition because I didn't want anyone to see that. So I potentially lost a lot of money there because of the nose hair thing. But then I had a couple more auditions the next day, and I thought I had, and in the morning, after my morning shower, I got out those little tiny clippers, you know, the little tiny scissors, and I jammed them up in there, you know, and I tried to cut it, you know, and I was cutting, and I trimmed all the nose, in both nostrils, actually, trimmed everything, all trimmed up, and I looked, you know, in the thing, and it looked good. So I hit the road. 20 minutes into my commute, I looked in the rear-view mirror, and the damn nose, it was there. It was sticking out. Again, it was out, and it was there, and somehow when I was trying to cut it, it had hidden itself. It had, like, folded up. It crawled back in there. It was like an alien being that, like, had a mind of its own, and it crawled back. And then I was there, I was stuck with the thing, and I'm like, doing this, you know, like trying to use my fingernails as tweezers to get the damn thing out. And then I had a terrible thought. Because, you know, this time I had to kind of suck it up and hope no one would notice, you know, because I'm you know, fair. So, you know, my hair is not that dark. So I was hoping, you know, they wouldn't pick it up on camera and nobody would notice. So I just, you know, I kept going to the audition, and then I had a terrible thought. I thought to myself, you know, because you hear this story about people will bring their kids to auditions, you know, just because they don't have a babysitter, and then the casting director says, oh, God, your kid is great. We should use your kid and not you in the commercial because your kid is great and you're mediocre. And then I thought, what if that goddamn thing happened with my nose hair? What if I got to the place and they were like, oh, my God, that nose hair is brilliant. We want to use your nose hair in the commercial, but not you because you're mediocre. So, I turned my car around again and potentially lost a lot of money. And then I went to the garage and I got out the weed whacker and I jammed the weed whacker up my nose, and which caused a lot of bleeding. But the nose hair out of there. I apologize. That's, you know, that whole conversation, this whole thing is a little self-indulgent. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up for it with a little bit of a public service announcement. There are children's books out there, children's literature that is poisoning the minds of our kids. And I have a couple of examples here. This book is called Carl Pops Up. And as you can see right there, it is a Rottweiler. It's a Rottweiler dog bred for killing. And in this story, this pop-up story, the mom says, "I'll be right back, Carl. Look after the baby." So she leaves her dog, her Rottweiler dog Carl, to look after her baby. And then in the magical world of the story, of course, the dog does a good job and plays with the baby. But I think this is sending the wrong message to kids. I think what they're going to think is that if they're alone with a Rottweiler, it will take care of them. And yes, it will take care of them in the kind of taking care that hitmen take care of people. You know, it'll eat them. You know, because toddlers are delicious when you're a Rottweiler. And there's a whole series of these books with Carl. You know, there's one where, like, the daycare teacher first of all, allows Carl to come to the classroom as a show and tell thing, and then she accidentally locks herself out of the goddamn daycare. Ladies and gentlemen, this is irresponsible behavior. At no point should you be leaving children of any kind alone with Rottweilers. And we shouldn't have literature telling our kids that Rottweilers are okay. And perhaps worse than the Carl series is this. This is called Bananas in Pajamas. And what it's a book about these two bananas that can walk and run and have hands, and they wear pajamas, and they chase after these poor little teddy bears on Tuesdays for some arbitrary reason, because they like to catch the teddy bears unaware, and then they tickle fight with them. They tickle fight with them like they're so many, you know, politicians. I mean, this is not a children's book, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fever dream that somebody had and decided to publish it and give it to children. And apparently it was a TV series on ABC. Somebody turned their fever dream into a lucrative children's television series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is wrong.